Hello my gorgeous Geminis, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be doing your weekly reading for February 11th through 17th, 2019. I'm using the Lover's Path Tarot deck today because it's Valentine's Day, and also I'll be pulling a bonus message from the Romance Angels at the end of your reading, so stay tuned for that. So Gemini, let's see what's going on for you this week, February 11th through the 17th. Please give me 6 cards for Gemini. All Geminis that may be watching. Gemini Suns, Gemini Moons, Gemini Risings, Geminis on the House Cusp. Please show me, how will Gemini see themselves today? How does Gemini see themselves today? What is the theme for them this week? What is the big picture? What is something that Gemini has already learned that will be useful for them to remember this week? What is Gemini's challenge this week? A lesson they are learning now and a gift they will receive this week. Spirit. For all Geminis that may be watching, February 11th through the 17th, 2019. February 11th through the 17th, 2019. And one more for Gemini. 6 cards for Gemini, please. All right. Gemini, how you see yourself today? And we have the Prince of Staves in reverse. Yes, so some of you are feeling frustrated, okay? This is fire sign energy, by the way, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you could have a fire sign, rising sign, or moon sign. I'm seeing that you are anticipating, perhaps receiving a message, growing frustrated because you've been waiting. Could also be that some of you are very impatient right now. You want it now. You want it to happen now. It's not happening the way you want it to happen. You could be throwing a tantrum, having a fit, stomping your foot, acting out. There could be heavy energy around you. Often the princes here are like pages, have to do with messaging. How are you communicating with others? I'm sensing some impatience. I'm sensing some frustration. And I'm also sensing some wanting to act out, okay, energy. Now, it could also be, Gemini, that you are dealing with someone who is like this. If that is the case, they're acting like a toddler, like an adult toddler, because most of us here, I think all of us are adults watching, hopefully. Maybe some people are teenagers, but you know, whoever this is acting like an immature brat, a brat. Theme for you this week, Gemini, and the big picture, we have illusion. Illusion in reverse. So this is the moon card. Interesting, because I do think we just had a new moon in Aquarius on the 4th, and we're having a full moon on the 19th. So that won't be until next week by the time you get this. But the theme for you this week is to explore the emotions that you are repressing. This, to me, represents denial. Maybe also things being pushed so far down that we are not even able to recognize them. I'm seeing someone here who's deeply in denial about a situation, has repressed their emotions to the extent that they don't even see how they're getting in their own way. This can also be a secret that's being revealed. All right, but I do feel that this week things are just much too confusing. Much too repressed. There's too much hidden from you. There's too much hidden from you. And that includes your shadow self. So a theme for you this week is to very much proceed with caution. Slow down, meditate. Think about what you say and what you do before you do it. I also feel that this would be a good week for you to maybe do some soul searching. Maybe really think about how you really feel. Do some journaling. Pay attention to your dreams. Your intuition may be speaking to you. All right, there's something here that you are not seeing, that you are not acknowledging, that is perhaps in the form of a repression. You may be acting out or even regressing because of this. There's some part of you that you do not want to accept, see, deal with, etc. Something that you have already learned that will be useful for you to remember, Gemini, and we have the Six of Arrows in reverse. So technically this card talks about treading water, not moving on past a psychological trauma, feeling stuck, feeling like we aren't moving forward, we're not going anywhere. So in terms of something that you have already learned, think back to a time where you have felt like this. When you have felt like you are doing everything in your power to move forward, but you may be feeling, you may have felt stuck, you may have felt wounded, there may be something that you are not healed from psychologically, that you need to perhaps do some therapy on. Okay? If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like things aren't moving forward, think back to a time when you were in a similar situation. What did you do to get out of that? What did you do to heal? Okay? Sometimes it's not the people around us that are not moving fast enough. It's the fact that we are not perhaps dealing with something here. We have not healed from something. It's not about placing blame on someone else, but rather to think back where we have been wounded psychologically, where do we have traumas that we need to deal with. And if this has to do with transportation, of course, you may be facing some delays, especially if you're traveling over water. Think back to a time when you've been feeling delays in your life. You feel like things are not moving the way you want them to. What have you done to deal with that in a constructive way? Challenge for you this week, Gemini, and we have the Princess of Coins in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm seeing a female here, a female earth sign. And this person may be disorganized. They could be a younger child. For example, if you have a younger girl, a younger daughter. This could be someone much younger than you who doesn't seem to be progressing. Perhaps it's you, Gemini, that feels that they're stuck in a rut. I'm seeing someone here also that could be ignoring messages, not paying attention, social climbing. This could be also someone who is preoccupied with earning money, but they are, or gaining status, but they're not interested in investing or learning anything about how to, go through by merit. They're not interested in doing something by merit. They're interested in just rising through social climbing. So a challenge for you this week is you could be dealing with someone like this. Excuse me. If you are dealing with a younger earth sign or an earth sign female, like I said, they can have these qualities, which may be very frustrating to you. They may not be prioritizing you. They may not actually be paying any attention to you, and maybe just playing with your emotions, or even just taking you for granted, which of course can be very frustrating. But we all have people in our lives that we have to deal with that are, in one way or another, not perfect, not living up to our expectations, or treating us how they should be. So what have you done in the past to deal with situations like that? Perhaps learning a new skill, focusing on a new, working out, focusing on your body, focusing on your health, taking care of yourself, self-love, self-care could be important. A lesson you are learning now, Gemini, and we have Innocence in reverse. Okay, so this is the Fool. We have card 0. The lesson seems to be around a new beginning, and I feel you're very distrustful of people right now. You don't trust them, or you don't trust someone. There could even also be here a situation, because I'm seeing fire and ice, neither will the two mix. A situation where two things are not coming together the way that you would like, or there could be, I'm just getting a clash of energy, a mismatch here. I think that you would like to take that leap of faith. You would like a new beginning. You would like to be adventurous and to be carefree and to throw caution to the wind. However, there is a lesson here around restlessness, recklessness, distrust, perhaps even someone that has taken you for granted, or perhaps you have taken someone else for granted through your recklessness and foolishness, foolish behavior. Someone perhaps has taken your innocence, or you've taken someone else's innocence. What does that mean? Spoiled something for someone by acting out, by stepping in without giving someone the chance to do it on their own. Could be something around there. So do be sensitive, do be careful, and do proceed slowly, cautiously, lovingly. We are in a pig year, the earth pig in Chinese symbology. So it's very important that everything you do is carefully thought about, measured, cared for, given its own time and place. A gift you will receive this week, Gemini, and we have the Four of Coin in reverse. So, the gift you will receive is to let go. There is something that perhaps you are holding on to too tightly. Maybe you just feel like, it's time to get rid of some stuff, to clean out the closets. Maybe there's someone you've been holding on to too tightly. And I feel that your gift this week is opening up and being vulnerable with others, and really maybe letting them know how you feel, maybe even letting go of some preconceived notions of how you ought to be in a situation. However, your gift revolves around also how to get out of a stagnant place by perhaps purging in some area of your life, whether it's things, possessions, beliefs, emotions, some place where you've been holding on too tightly. You just can't hold on anymore. You have to start opening up and letting go. And that is what I'm seeing for you, Gemini. Let's go over your bonus card, and we're doing Romance Angels. So for Gemini Spirit, what is Gemini's message from the Romance Angels for the week of February 11th through the 17th, 2019? Okay, we have a deception here. Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. I'm getting that it's an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. If you're dealing with an earth sign, there could be here, I'm hearing lies, betrayal, deception. And I feel that that it's time to let go of this person, or it's time to perhaps take off the mask. Okay, someone here has got to just give it up. Stop pretending, stop lying, stop pretending that everything's okay. And I think that also, I'm seeing two people here involved, intimately involved, and there's a third party potentially here as well. And so I feel like it's kind of like that reality bites situation. Reality bites, and you just, the edges just can't be smooth anymore. You can't smooth it out anymore. You maybe have to have a real conversation with someone, or have to take the mask off. You could be unmasking someone, or someone may be unmasking you, depending on, the situation. Someone has been reckless with your heart, Gemini. If that's the case, it's time to take the mask off and be real. How do you really feel? I don't think that you are the type that likes to play games. And if you feel like you've been getting played, I feel are going to be in a position to start letting go of that person or that situation. Gemini, thank you so much for tuning in for your weekly reading. If you would like a private reading with me, I do have openings available. My information is below in the description. Also, if you are interested in getting a mid-month general reading from me, those will be out on Patreon this week. Definitely stay tuned for those. I will probably make an announcement this week over on Facebook or on YouTube. I'm not sure. But either way, you'll know. They will be out this week, so join me over there if you'd like to receive a mid-month reading. Hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Kisses.